Hello dear students, welcome back to the video tutorial of class 7 science, and today we are going to learn about chapter number 7, that is weather, climate and adaptation in animals. This is the part 3rd of this chapter, and in this part you are going to learn about the adaptation, that what is adaptation, why adaptation is necessary for the animals, for the plants. Then you will learn the adaptation in the polar animals, and particularly the penguin and the polar bear. Okay, and the second is the adaptation in desert animals. Like desert animals also acquire some characters which are very much necessary for their growth, for their survival in the very harsh condition of desert. Like we are going to learn about the camel, that how the camel survive easily in the desert area. And the third is the adaptation in the tropical animals. Like students, there is the tropical rainforest. Okay, and in that tropical area the climate is totally different. There you will find some hot, uh, also the hot temperature is also there, whereas the rainfall is also very high in that area. Okay, and there is large amount of vegetation, and the animals both are found in that area. So how these animals are surviving, or the plants they are surviving easily in that area, we are going to learn in this chapter. Especially we are going to learn about the Asiatic elephant, okay, the long tail monkey and the toucan bird. So let's start it one by one. So students, what is adaptation? So the climatic conditions in the rainforest, okay, or in any area that will, if the condition is harsh, okay, for the survival, then in that situation there is adaptation required. Like the camels are found in desert area, whereas the penguins, these are found in the Antarctica. Okay, so students, do you find penguin in desert area, or can you find the camel in the Antarctica? So no, because the climate, okay, the climate in desert area is hot and dry, whereas in the Antarctica there is extremely cold. Okay, and this camel and this penguin, they have adopted something special for their survival, okay, in that diverse climatic condition. So these animals have developed special features to protect themselves against the extreme hot or the cold condition, like hot in the desert area and cold that is in the polar region. Okay, and this special feature that the living organism have developed are the result of the long process of evolution. Evolution means the duration of change. Okay, so students, this is the result of evolution. Like when the animal its body demands something new, then according to that the body is modified. Okay, there is some modification needed according to the climate for its survival, and that is what the adaptation. Now students, let us know about the adaptation of animals which are living in the polar region. So these animals which are found in the polar region, like the polar bears, penguins, some birds are also there. Okay, like the bird, these birds they will do migration, okay, when the temperature is so low. So these birds are also present there, and they will also adopt it uh, and also modified their body. Then some fishes are also there: reindeers, fox, seals and whales. So these are the animals which are found in the polar region. Okay, now we are going to know about the adaptation in the polar bear. So the polar bear, as you can see in this image, students, the body, it is white. Okay, the fur of that animal, it is white, and this blend with the snowy white background, like the snow, it is also white in color, and the body of this polar bear is also white in color. So this adaptation protect the polar bear from the predators. Okay, and this in that way this animal is protected their self from becoming a prey. Okay, so this will protect them from the predators, and it also help in catching the prey. Okay, so this white fur is help them to keep the bear warm, and also it is helping them to camouflage means acquiring, protecting their self with the help of the surrounding, like what type of surrounding is there, the animal is able to change its shape, sorry, the color. Okay, so this animal, it is the white color, it will camouflage with the environment, and that will protect them from the predators. Now this fur, it has two layers. The two thick layers of the fur protect the polar bear from the extreme cold surrounding. Okay, so this two layered fur help them to trap more and more air. Okay, the air, it is very bad conductor of heat. So due to this behavior, there is two layer of fur present in the polar bears that will protect them from the cold climate. Okay, it will keeps their body warmer, because air is trapped in between the fur, and air, it is bad conductor of heat. Then, in addition to the fur, a thick layer of fat is also present under the skin, and this layer of fat also help to keep the body warmer. Okay, so this fat layer is insulate their body from the cold condition. And also, students, these polar bears are very good swimmers. Okay, how it is, why these are good swimmer, because it has ability to close its nostrils. Okay, so this feature help the animal during the swimming by closing its nostrils, and it can remain under the water for a long period. So these animals are able to live under the water for a long period because of their ability to close their nostrils. And also, it has a strong sense of smell that helps to locating their prey from a distance. Even this polar bear can smell the fish under the ice. Okay, so with the help of their claws, these animals, they will dug the ice cap. Okay, and they will take their food easily. So these have very good sense of smell, and it has paws that are flat and broad, which help it to walk easily on the ice cap, and they have also long and sharp claws that provide good grip and help them to walk on the ice easily. And this animal is have small ears, which help them to retain the heat, as much heat as possible. Okay, so this small ear help them to retain heat. That, students, you can do in the winter season, what you are doing there, that you are closing your ears. Okay, because in that way you can protect your heat to move outward. Okay, and that is what the polar bear are doing. They have adopted such a kind of, they will modify their body, and their ears, it is shortened, and that is why the heat is retained there in their body. Okay, it is not moving out from that ears. So these are the some adaptation that is acquired by the polar bears. Now, students, let us come to the penguins family. Okay, here you can see there is a very uh, beautiful family. Now let's find out how the penguins, they will adopt the how they will survive easily in such a cold climate. Okay, and students, one more thing, that you will find out why the penguin or the polar bears are not eating the penguins. Okay, why they are not eating each other. Find out this answer by your own. Now this penguins, these are the another well-known animal that is living in the polar region. And what adaptation are there? So students, as you can see in this image, its body is white colored, okay, from the underside, and is merges well with the white background of the snow, and it has thick skin. This thick skin also protect them, or it also insulate their body from the cold. And the body is streamlined, and the feet have web. Okay, so this streamlined body help them to swim easily under the water, and this feet help the web feet help them to walk easily on the ice. Okay, so these penguins are also very good swimmers. Even they are also able to close their nostrils. Okay, that is why they are also easily swim in under the water. Okay, and this polar bears, like this the polar bear, the penguin is also, they have the small ears which help the animal to retain the much heat as possible. Okay, and this penguin are found in the Antarctica, whereas the polar bears are found in the Arctic zone. Okay, that is why the polar bear is not eating the penguins, because the distance is so large. Okay, and in between that north pole and south pole, you know that the temperature variation is so high, so that is why the polar bear is also not able to come to the to penguin, okay, to eat it. So that is why there is some long distance, and this polar bear is not eating the penguin. Now the birds, okay, you know that the adaptation in birds, uh, birds also have the feathers. Okay, and there is the dense feather found in the birds, and that dense feather help them to trap air inside it, and that air insulate their body. That air is not allows the warmness of their body to move outward. Okay, and also if the temperature goes on decreasing in the polar region, then this bird is preferred to move away. Okay, like the Siberian cranes, they are moving from the Siberia to the India. Okay, because when the temperature in Siberia is going too low, then these Siberian cranes are moving toward the India, and here at that time the temperature is good, okay, for their survival. Now again, when the temperature in Siberia is going to be high, these birds again going back to the Siberia. So this is happening every year. Okay, and this is known as migration. So migration is also done by the birds to protect their self from such a cold climate. Now students, in this image you can see this penguin is yellow. Okay, there is the yellow and white body color, and this is found it very nowadays. Okay, recently this type of penguin is found. Now this polar birds, okay, they do migration. What type of birds are there? Like here the Siberian cranes and the Arctic tern. Okay, so these are the birds which are moving from the extreme. When the temperature is extremely cold, then these bird will prefer to move away. Okay, so this Siberian crane, it is reaching in the Bharatpur area, okay, in Rajasthan, and the Sultanpur in Haryana. Okay, so this area, if you want to see the Siberian crane, students, then you will visit the Bharatpur or the Sultanpur. Okay, there you will find the Siberian crane easily, especially when the temperature in Siberia is extremely cold. Okay, then these birds is migrated toward the India. That means these cranes are guests for us. Okay, guests from so long distance. Now here we have adaptation in camels. So students, like the polar area, some animals are living there. In the same way, the in desert also there is the camel. Okay, and This camel, it has, as you can see, the color, uh, the the color of this camel is brown, and this will matches well with the surrounding. Okay, and this the surrounding is also same color, so this will match up, and this is also keep their self protected from the predators. Now it has long eyelashes which protect the eyes during the sandstorms, and it also able to close its nostrils. Okay, the nostrils, it is also able to close their nostrils to prevent the entry of sand. Okay, and their eyelashes are also there. If the eyelashes are not long, then this sand is also entering in their eyes. Okay, so these have the long eyelashes to protect their self from the entering of the sand particles into their eyes or in their nostrils. Okay, in their nose. So in that way they are protecting their self from the sandstorms. And this hump is there. Okay, you can find a hump in its body. So this hump is what it is, the fat stored in it. Okay, the fat is stored, and this will help the animal to survive when there is no food for several months. Okay, so this help them for the survival without the food. As you can see, students, there is less vegetation in that area. Okay, and if that is also not sufficient for the growth of the whole camel, that is why that fat is there. This will help them to survive for if there is no food. Now this animal, it can also drink more than over about 40 liter of water at a time. Okay, and this water is stored, and later it will use it whenever um, it demands, its body demands water, then that water is used by it again. Now this have thick lips also. As you can see, there is a broad mouth, or there is a thick lips. So thick lips help them to eat the plants which have the spines. Okay, so these spines are not make harm to the camel because of the thick lips. Okay, and it has a well padded wide feet also. As you can see, there is a wide feet, and this help them to walk easily on the hot sand. Now students, the tropical rainforest. Okay, so tropical rainforests are situated near the equator in between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, and this area receives high sun rays. Sun rays are very high in that area, and also it have high rainfall. It receives high rainfall also. Okay, so due to the this nature high rainfall, this is very good for the vegetation. Even in that tropical rainforest you will find very large amount of plants and other organisms. Okay, and this forest cover, it is about 2% of the earth, and there the temperature is so warm because there is the sun rays directly fall on it, and also it receives high rainfall. Okay, precipitation means high rainfall. So tropical rainforests are the area where the sun rays are falling directly. So students, the tropical rainforest, in that forest, the plants or the trees are their length is so they are so tall trees you will found, and there is also some short trees, and on the ground there is some small plants are also there. Okay, and in that small plants there is the flower for the pollination. So in that flowers the pollination is done by the small organisms. Okay, that is why this tropical rainforests look after each and every member of their family. Okay, it can also look after the small plants, the medium sized plants, and the large plants. And also students, the climbers, it also demands sunlight. Okay, so these climbers are they are reaching top of the trees to take the sunlight. Okay, so that is why these plants are adopting their self, they will modify their self for the particular climate. of that area. Okay, so like if the climber is not adopting to climb on trees, then what is happening, at the end of the time this climbers not receives the sunlight, okay, which is very necessary for the photosynthesis. That is why these climbers are making some modifications, and they are able to climb on the trees and take their sunlight from that. Okay, now here there is some physical adaptations. So as you can see in this toucan bird, there is the physical adaptation like its beak. You can there see there is the long beak in this bird. Okay, and this toucan birds, it has big eye spots that is able to see their food. Okay, and this big beak that help by the plucking fruits. Like students, this due to this long beak, this animals, this toucan bird is able to take the food which is present on the tip of the plant. Like on the tip of the plant no other animal can reach there. Okay, and this toucan bird is able to take their food from the tip of the plant also, due to the presence of the long beak. Okay, so this long beak help them to take its food easily. Even each and every animal or the organism modify their self to survive in such a so competitive environment. Like you students, the tropical rainforest, there you will find large and large amount of plants and animal there. Okay, and each member of that forest is try to survive their self, and for that they have some special thing that separate from the other. Okay, so some animals are eating the fruit from the plant directly, or some animals prefer to eat the fruit which are falling down. Some animals are prefer to live on the trees only, like the lawn like the monkeys. Okay, the long tail monkey. And some animals are adopted their self to take the fruit from the tip of the plant also, where no other animal can reach there. Okay, these are the several ways through which these organisms can protect their self. Okay, they can create a chance for their survival in such a competitive environment. Now this red eye frog, students, you have seen that the frogs that are living in the pond, or that are living on the ground. Okay, but this red-eyed frog, it is somewhat special, because this frog is not living in the pond or on the underground. These are living on the trees. Okay, so this long this red-eyed frog is able to live on the tree. Okay, and it have, for that, for the climbing on the tree, it has sticky feet. Okay, it has sticky feet which help them to climb on the tree easily. And the other adaptation is when the red-eyed frog is born, it lives with other frogs for a very short time, then it will goes out of its own, like it will goes on the trees for its survival. Okay, so every animal is special in the tropical rainforest. Every animal is trying to survive and adopt some special character. Okay, or it can modify their body. Like this a red-eyed frog, it has the sticky feet. Okay, so these feet help them to make a good grip on the branches of the tree. Now what is camouflage? So camouflage is what the animals either blend in with the surrounding or distinguish themselves as something else. Like here you can see it is very hard to find where is the animal. Okay students, so try to find out where is the animal and which animal it is. Now here also, this is the way, that is the camouflage. Okay, and in that way the animal is protecting their self from the predator. Okay, by being just like the environment is. So here also, can you find where is the leaf, or where is the any animal on it? Now adaptation of long tail macaque. Okay, and this is also known as beard ape. As you can see, there is the mane around its face. Okay, so this long tail macaque mostly live on tree. Okay, and its outstanding characteristic is the silver white mane which surround the head from the cheek down its chin, and so the monkey is also called the beard monkey. And it will feed on the tree only. Okay, this monkey is hardly come down. Okay, whatever present on the on the trees, this monkey is eating all. Like it can eat the birds, the flowers, the stem, okay, leaves, fruit. Even this monkey is eating the insect also. Okay, and this monkey is hardly come on the ground, and if it demands water, then in the tropical rainforest, the precipitation is happening all the time. Okay, and that water is collected on the bark of the tree, and that water is drink, it is used by this beard app. Okay, so in that way this monkey is adopting that it is only living on the top of only living on the branches of the tree, not come downward. Okay, now here in tropical rainforest you will also found the African elephant. So this African elephant, it also have so many characters which make them special from the other animals. Okay, like it has a big trunk, okay, which is used for two purpose. Can you see where is its trunk? Yes, that's long part of its body, that is known as trunk. Okay, and it has two function. Firstly, it also this trunk is act like a nose for it. Okay, and the second is what, that is for the picking of the food. So this two things is done by this trunk part of the animal. Next is what, its tusk. Okay, can you see where is the tusk? There is. Okay, so it has two tusks, and this will help them to tear the bark of the tree, okay, and eat them. So you know that this elephant, these are eating some bark of the tree also, and with the help of this tusk these are able to just crack the tree branches and take their food from them. Okay, like students, the banana plant. Okay, there is a very thick uh, stem like structure. Okay, and in that stem like structure there is water stored. So that water, it is used by this elephant only when it will break this that stem like structure. Okay, here I am not saying stem because that part is leafy part. Okay, and it will makes like the appearance of stem, but it is not the real stem. So these elephant, they will it will break the that part and take its water from them easily. Okay, not only that, but some other trees also, they can break it and take its food easily. Okay, so this tusk, it helps the elephant, thus it does not face any problem as far as availability of the food in concern. And it has large ears. Okay, as you can see, there is the large ears. So the this large ears is also help them to hear this very small sound. Okay, and this large ear help the elephant to remain cool in the hot and humid climate of the rainforest easily. Okay, so like our fan, its working is also same. Here the ear is also moving, and this will provide coolness to the plant, to the animal. Okay, so these are the different adaptation that that this elephant have, which are very much important for the survival in such a competitive environment of the rainforest. So this is all about this chapter, students. Thank you, and stay home, stay safe.